say.
I think it's too. I think we're getting too deep now.
All right.
Because how you do anything is how you do everything.
You see my office? Hey there, I'm Will, and this is Jace, and we're Jason Will.
Yes.
And we're doing another episode of our program. And Jason has something he picked up on the internet he wants to talk about. I have no idea what it is.
I see a lot of people today, and they're blindly following different organizations, and they're not questioning. I don't see enough questioning. Like, how do you know someone is going to do a good job for you? And who better than, this is probably the most central topic to me and most closest to home for me, but who better to raise your children than you?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows better for the health and welfare of your kids than you? You know, a lot of people have, I guess, allowed the government to step in, you know, in the form of parenting to some degree. However, you know, I have not, you have not. You know, let's say a child goes to school. Well, how do you know they're getting educated? What do you know about what they're getting educated?
You really don't.
You really don't, unless you really take an active role in the parenting of your children.
Right, because you're not allowed to see the test the kids are being given. You have no
Right.
idea whether they're being tested, and all you know is that they passed or failed.
Right, and it's not to say it's good or bad, or right or wrong, but we really don't know what is being taught unless we step up and take an active interest and role in the education of our children.
Right, that's true.
So that is just a fraction of this, but you know, there was a speech I did a while back, and I think we talked about it before, but life is only as good as the questions that we ask.
Right.
So eventually, if you ask enough questions, you're gonna actually arrive at the truth. If you ask enough good questions, you eventually arrive at the truth.
That's correct.
So, I guess the true question is, and to tie in with enlightenment, is that where are we truly going? Like, what is our purpose? Who is leading? Who is leading us? Who are we following? Who are we following? Are we following someone we want to be like? Or we're blindly following just because it's pop culture? Because it's cool. It's like, you know, oh, well, they look cool, but are they doing the right thing? Are you asking yourself the right questions?
Right.
Because you can blindly follow other people, and then you end up somehow in pain or suffering because you're following these people, and it doesn't necessarily mean they're the best people to follow. So I guess what I'm trying to say, Will, is that why do we do the things we do? Why, you know, I started asking those questions in my life. Why do I do the things that I do? You know, Earl Nightingale, speaking of thinking, he actually said in The Strangest Secret, I would definitely recommend listening.
Nightingale calling it.
Listening, yes. Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. And he said the problem with people today is that they simply do not think.
Yeah, people don't think.
Because if you did, then chances are you wouldn't do some of the things you do. I know I can speak for myself in that regard. When I did start to think, which I thought I always was thinking, but I was really going through the motions.
Right.
And I was running patterns of behaviors, thoughts, and habits that were not my own, but were passed on for me from generation to generation to generation. And, you know, the things I thought were important to me really weren't. And I was able to find out what's truly important to me, and that has really made all the difference in my life.
Well, this whole thing is your philosophy of life, the questions that you ask.
Right,
and,
right.
And when you talk bringing a philosophy of life, it's not just a off-the-cuff answer. For some people it might be because they're not thinking. You know, the man don't think. For me, life is multifaceted. You have, you know, you got mental, physical, spiritual, financial.
Sure,
You got all
sure.
these different areas.
You have
So,
different
so you have
areas.
to ask all these questions. 'cause-
I think we can simplify this though, because
can.
how you do anything.
Well, I'm trying to make it deep so it's more to study, but you're
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
Go ahead, go ahead and say it.
I think it's too. I think we're getting too deep now.
All right.
Because how you do anything is how you do everything.
Well, you see my office?
And if you
It's well put
live,
together, so I got it well put together.
I understand.
Okay.
I understand it, and probably every other aspect of your life is also well put together, which is my point exactly. Because how you do one thing is going to be how you do
That's
something
right.
else. So as long as you're living, the truth in the truth, and you're asking enough questions to find out why you do the things that you do, you're gonna come across the truth. You're gonna stumble across it. Maybe it'll, like me, it might smack you in the face.
Right.
It might even shave your head off.
Cool. Look at him.
I mean, well, not head, but hair. I mean, sorry.
Good deal. Well, thank y'all for watching this episode. Catch y'all next time. Bye now. God bless.
Bye-bye.